What is up, everybody, and welcome back once again to the Don't Shoot Disc Golf podcast. I am your host, Harry Messenger, coming to you live from my studio here in South Manchester. How are we all doing today? It's nice to see people back in the chat. Nice to be back from my off week. I hope some people are here today. Want to hang out and watch some podcasts. So, yeah, I want to say a massive thanks to my sponsors, of course, London Disc Golf Community for bringing you the YouTube stream, and Disc Golf UK for making the podcast happen. So yeah, just me tonight, guys, unless anybody wants to join me. We're going to do this thing tonight, hopefully, where we have a viewer on to talk something disc golf related. So if anybody here is interested, I'm going to repeat this a few times through the evening. If anybody wants to pop on to the show, let me know in the chat. I will send you a private message with a link to where you can join, and we will get you on and we'll talk about a topic. So yeah, if anybody's interested, let's do that. Got some announcements to make tonight. I'm very excited. Some stuff we've got going on, but yeah, let's get on with the show, because yeah, it's been an interesting week. This might be a slightly shorter episode because no guest episodes often are, but yeah. So this week for me was a big week because it was my first time as assistant tournament director at the Longford Open. Yeah, being tournament director was kind of interesting. It was a new experience for me. I had a lot of people I felt a lot of pressure because there was a lot of people relying on me for their entertainment to have a good day. I felt like it was important that I was on the top of my game, looking after everybody, making sure the course was in great condition, making sure that everyone had everything they needed, were in the right place at the right time. I had to make sure that people's bag tags were in. Luckily, we had Ian and Alan around to help run the tournament itself, because it was definitely too much of a job for one person, but it all went really smoothly, and it was a really great event. Actually, I really enjoyed it, and it was fun to meet so many members of the community and to see some people who I hadn't seen in a long time. It was cool to meet up with the guys from the other podcasts. Everyone was in attendance. We had a triple podcast event, which is a fun one, and I got to go out for food with the boys from In the Chains, which is cool too. Talk about some of the stuff we've got going on at the moment. So of course, it's a tournament. What's the tournament without some results? So let's have a little look at the PDGA page. I'll switch on the screen sharing software and jump over to the PDGA, and yeah, here we go. So we've got, of course, recent event now, Longford Open. So like I said, this was last Saturday, and we had a really good turnout. We had 90 players, and in the end we had 92, but we had a couple of dropouts. But yeah, out of 90 players, we had a really good attendance. Everybody was around, and we had a fun tournament. And in the Open division, Ian McDougall didn't win, which was a big surprise. But Hamish came out and played some fantastic disc golf. He's a really good player, and you can see why his rating's already 989, and actually going down slightly after the event, which is kind of harsh. But it's quite hard to average 1,000 rated in a field mostly full of recreational players. But Hamish played really well, and cool to see him take down the win. Ian in second. They were tied after the red round, so we played red tees in the morning and blue tees in the afternoon. That's why the scores are different, but they were tied after the red round, but Hamish was able to pull away on the back nine of the blue round. So, and there was some filming going on. There was a camera crew out watching this card, so you'll see these guys on some of these guys on some coverage at some point. I'm not sure when that's going to be released, but in the women's division, Bella is a fantastically good player, one of the better women in the UK. I can't wait to see her compete against Rachel Turton and Sian, and see how they all get on together. Exciting to see. And Phoebe played really well as well. Held down the red round, and then smashed the blue round. So that was cool to watch. But Bella taking down the win. In the Masters, Stevie took down 40 plus, and Steve took down 50 plus. And then in the intermediate division, which is my division, I actually played really well this weekend, and I was second in the end. So I was in the lead for a long time, which was crazy because I went out slightly earlier than these guys, so I could fit in the tournament director duties. But Yeah, I had the second hottest round of anybody in the whole, joint second hottest round of anybody in the whole field in the red round, which was crazy because normally I play terribly on the short course, but that was good, and I had fun and I played well, and I got my second highest ever rating at 955. And then the blue round, I was leading. I got to the back nine and checked the scores, and I was still leading, and it was a little bit too much pressure, and I missed a few putts on the back nine, but I still played well. I still shot under par. But it wasn't enough because James Jacko Jackson birdied 4 out of the last 5 holes to finish on -16. So it was an incredibly good performance. And all these new historically ultimate players, but converted into disc golf this year, you'll see them as you go. But Hamish, Bella, Phoebe, I think, Jacko, like you'll see people coming down the list. Have started to make the conversion and start to really shoot some incredibly hot rated rounds. So nice to see the sport continue to grow. Intermediate, Mariana won in intermediate women. In rec, Cam and Daniel had an epic battle. Neither of them really should have been playing MA3. They both averaged far too high rating for that. But as you can see, their ratings do fit the divisions, and it was Daniel's first tournament, so fair enough. And yeah, they played really fantastic, and me and Cam actually tied, which is quite funny because we've got exactly the same scores and on the divisions. But yeah, we had 30 players in the rec division, so the turnout was absolutely great, and it was cool to see so many people hanging out and competing with scores all the way up and down between the two. So nice to see. In the rec women, we had 4, and Katrina won the division with a +10, 2 shots ahead of Carol, her partner. So they had a little battle going on, which was interesting. And then in the novice division, another one of the ultimate converts to disc golf played really fantastic, Liam, and won that division. And his girlfriend actually won novice. So we had a lot of new winners, a lot of people who we hadn't had as part of the Manchester committee. We had 11 novice women. I think we had 20 women overall, so really fantastic to see some people getting out and playing, and it was a really great day. I had a good time, and I wanted to share some pictures with you guys from the tournament because we had a photographer there, Carlos, and he got some good pictures of us. So I think my only feature in the picture is dangling my grip bag on this one, as Callum attempts to make probably the longest putt he'll have made all day. And we had a really fun card. I played here with Callum and Dennis and Daniel, and it was really nice vibes, and we all played pretty good, so it was good to see. Got some more photos of the course. You can see the course is looking quite good. Lots of focused putting, but I was just like, the course looks really great in the pictures, and I was just blown away with how good the conditions were. And we had a little bit of rain in the morning, but it was overall a really fun day, and really nice to have it captured in some photos so that we can remember it. And it's important to mention that we're going to do this all again soon. Great huck face from Sharky there. Yeah, so there's going to be running another Manchester tournament the first weekend in July, so hopefully we can get some more people come down. It'll be a 2-day tournament, and we'll be able to do it all over again. Hopefully, same number of players. We'll be able to do 2 days instead of 1. We'll be able to have a bigger and better prize pool, and yeah, just run it back. And I'm going to be officially tournament director as the main tournament director for the next tournament. So I'm already planning stuff. So look out for registration this weekend. It was a good weekend, and I really enjoyed it, and I played well, which was nice because I don't normally play well when I'm too stressed and focused, but because the sort of tournament director duties got in the way, I was able to relax and play and kind of chill out and take the playing as almost a break from working rather than seeing it the other way around, whereas the playing is the super focused bit. But that was really enjoyable. Tournament directing was hard. I was kind of in my element with the mathsy bits and the stats. Like, we had the bag tags to distribute and reorganize and that kind of thing. Doing the PDGA event reports and stuff was the bit that Ian was stressed out for, and those were all up my wheelhouse. Working out the prize allocations, sending out the emails, like all the admin-y tasks. But actually making decisions and asking people to do things is not my forte yet. I'm still working on that. And yeah, the interesting side was always sort of like delegating tasks and not being responsible for it, but also knowing that you had to be the one who made it happen ultimately. So sort of passing out jobs and stuff. But I was lucky that we had a great team there, and it made it much easier. Yeah, Tom, I did say registration this weekend, probably Monday, but stay tuned. So yeah, if anybody wants to jump on the show and appear as a guest for a few minutes, I know I said this at the start, but hopefully we've got a few more people here now. If anybody wants to pop in and join me for a few minutes, say in the chat, and I'll drop you a link, and we can have somebody on to talk about some stuff. But if not, I will just keep rambling, and maybe it'll be a shorter show this week. So what else is there to talk about in the UK disc golf news this week? Honestly, not an awful lot, which is kind of interesting. We got some people in the community getting incredibly lucky with some discs, actually. So I'm not sure how many of you heard about this, but the Innova store opened up a Discmania only branch. So Discmania have got their own official web shop in Europe now. So Europe.discmania. And they did a drop of some Exohard tilts that were jumped on by people, and they oversold the drop. But luckily, they happened to have some sneaky premium plastic tilts sort of lying around that they didn't know what to do with. So they're sending those ones out as the replacements. So I know a few lucky people in the UK community ended up with premium plastic tilts somehow, and I can't imagine the collector prices are going to be on those, but really cool to see. And it's a really great way of handling a drop like that. I have some involvement running a disc golf shop from the tech side, and overselling is something that you end up with being a big deal because there's so many people trying to grab your discs all in one go. I can't imagine how many people are on the Discmania site at one time, because the shop I help with is much, much smaller, and we had 300 orders in 5 minutes when we launched our latest release. So I can't imagine what it must be like on a site as big as Discmania, but they seem to be handling it well. The customer feedback has been good with this new tilt drop. So interesting to track their progress and see how they're doing. There's also been some other disc releases this week. I know I'm really excited about the Latitude 64 Grace, which I got my hands on a proto version of, and I really like how it flies. So I'm gonna keep my eyes out for a new Grace, sort of slightly understable distance driver, which was really cool. What else is there in the? Not sure about the UK disc golf news this week. So if anybody else has got any more things that we need to remember to talk about, but let's talk Berg Only tournament, because this is the big announcement from me this week. The Berg Only is officially going to be on Sunday, the 20th of June. So that's not far away. So registration is going to open this weekend on Saturday, hopefully. And it is going to be in Charlie Park, which is by the Disc Golf UK headquarters in Claycross. So that's the location for the tournament on the 20th, on Sunday the 20th. It's a one-day event. It's not PDGA sanctioned. We're going to play 2 shortened rounds of disc golf. It's going to be 12 holes at the course, one urban disc golf hole at Disc Golf UK's headquarters, and a mini hole, making up 14 total holes for the competition. There's going to be cool prizes, including some dyed bergs. There's going to be sideshows. So we're going to have a putting competition to win a dyed berg. We're going to have a distance competition to win a dyed berg on one of the holes. And that's going to be really neat, and I'm really excited. So of course, when you sign up and pay, you get these 2 bergs in your players pack. Berg only, they say on them. There you go. You can see both of them. You got K3. You got a K3, which is the newer K3, which is the slightly softer K3, and then you've got the K1 soft bergs, or K2 if you know the old names. And you get both of those, entry to the tournament. There'll be access to the Disc Golf UK Fly Mart, so they're going to have a shop out with some special deals for people. You get to play the mini hole. You get some free food, I believe. Lots going on, and it's going to be £40 per person for all of that. We're gonna set a maximum of 72 spots to start with. I don't imagine we'll sell that out, being that it's only 3 weeks till the tournament, or is it 4? I'm not sure which. I should really know that, shouldn't I? But I'm not expecting to fully sell out all 72 places, but if we do, that's a bonus. And don't worry if you can't make it. I know Max in the chat is very upset that he's busy that weekend, because there will be at least one more Battenberg event. I can't promise a southern version because obviously I have to be there, and it's a bit of an adventure for me to trek down south. But there'll be one more, and it may be at Manchester, my local course. There may be a southern one as well. I need to work with Dan Whiteman to look at that. But we have 200 discs, so we have enough to run 3 if we want to. But yeah, so that's the breakdown of the Berg only. Coming up very soon. I really hope we can get lots of people interested in coming to play. Not too far for some of our northern viewers, a little bit of a trek for some of the southern people, but hopefully it's worthwhile. It'll be a really fun day. It'll be a casual, chill celebration of disc golf. We get to throw some bergs around. Hopefully people travel up and play, and full advertising and registration will be out this weekend, so stay tuned for that. I know, I'm very excited. I've never really played Berg only particularly. Paul wants to know the cost of the event. It's £40, Paul, including the 2-disc player pack and some other amenities. And there'll be parking at the course. There'll be everything that you need for a tournament. No PDGA sanctioning, but hopefully we get a good turnout and we can run more and more of them. And the other cool thing that I can't announce because it's not official yet, but we're going to be getting the Don't Shoot artwork that we've seen on the landers before on MVP discs. The order has gone in. We've got some things to figure out regarding shipping. MVP have come back to me saying that I can't do what I wanted to do with that, but we should have MVP reactors and photons with Don't Shoot art in collaboration with a brand in the US called DFX. We're going to get triple foil MVP discs. They're going to look amazing. They might be the best looking UK discs we've ever had, and they'll be available to buy from me. There'll probably be some on Disc Golf UK, and the artwork's been done by a professional artist, been modified for triple foil. They will be available probably August or September. It might be sooner, but it depends how long it takes MVP to make them and stamp them and send them over. And yeah, they're gonna support the show. I need to sell quite a lot of them to make my money back on it. We're getting 100 over, so we need to get one to everybody in the community. Buy one for your friend, one of each mold maybe, but they'll be cool foils. They'll be pretty, and they'll definitely be something to hang on to and throw because they're really great molds. I can't wait to throw mine. So hopefully that investment pays off. Hopefully we can use that to help grow the show, and it's a really positive sign for the sport in the UK that we can make that kind of commitment. So cheers to Don from DFX helping make it happen. Cheers to John Dawn, the artist, and I'm really hyped to get those made and sent over, and excited for that. And speaking of having things sent over, something else that I want to share is so with the charity auction that we did earlier in the year, and some of the money went to Edge, and we got our parcel over from Jay from Edge this week, or last week I think it was. So Jay sent me this really cool disc. I'm not going to take it out of its cellophane, but I will take it out. It's for the podcast. It's for the content. This will never be thrown. This will never be sold. But this is a Yeti Pro AVR with Jay's Lost in Space design. It says "Rock On Harry" with some musical notes. It's signed by Jay and Des, and the art's really cool. And this is a Yeti AVR. And then, of course, he also sent me a beautiful little Glow Edge mini and some stickers and stuff. So I was really excited for that. Thank you, Jay. Cheers for the hookup. I've got something to remember the event by now, which is great. And he also sent, of course, the discs for Dennis, who bought the Edge pack in the auction. But he sent me something else to say thank you to you guys in the auction. So, this is an Edge Disc Golf Wraith. And anybody who bought a disc in the charity auction or donated a prize to the charity auction is going to go in a no money entry raffle. We're going to do a draw from everybody who entered, and this is going to go out to somebody to say thank you. There was no instructions with what to do with this, so that's what I decided. So anybody who entered or bought anything in the charity auction will be getting entered into a draw, and we'll do it on next week's podcast. And the final thing that they sent is this disc. So this is a little teaser for something that's coming soon. So I haven't decided how we're going to do this yet, but we've got one more Edge pack, fundraiser pack. So this has got some scorecards, some Edge stickers, a mini, a ground-bound knee pad, and an Innova Corvette. I think it's a Corvette. Signed by James Conrad, 2019 US champion. You can see his signature there. So obviously before he left to go to MVP, he signed this Innova Corvette as a fundraiser for Edge. And we are going to find a way to raise some more money for Edge using this. So if anybody's got any idea of how we can raise some money for Edge with an Edge stamped James Conrad signed Color Glow disc, which is one of the coolest discs I've seen as a prize. Personally, I would love to own that. So if anyone's got any ideas of how we can use that to raise a few $100s for Edge, let me know, and we'll do it. Excited about that. Oh, I forgot to mention something really important about the Berg only event. So £40 entry, as we said, but some of that money, I'm not able to disclose how much yet because we don't know, but some of that money will be no one's making a profit on this event. There's no I'm not getting paid, there's no money going to support the show, like I always say for my sponsors. Disc Golf UK are really kindly doing everything at cost to them, or close to. They have got staff to pay, of course, but there's no profit there. But what is going to happen with that money is we are putting it into a fund towards getting the first money towards having a Don't Shoot Disc Golf course somewhere in the country installed. So we're going to save up some fundraising efforts, including all the Berg onlys. We're going to do some other things. We're going to do some sponsored stuff, and we're going to try and raise enough money to install a course somewhere and have Don't Shoot basket wrapped baskets. We don't have a location in mind yet. Hopefully it'll be somewhere here. But this is my big news for 2021. We are going to try and fundraise enough money to install a course somewhere and make it the Don't Shoot course. And hopefully somebody will have a basket, a piece of land somewhere where they want some baskets, and we'll be able to donate all the baskets and tee signs to install a course somewhere. So thanks so much to Disc Golf UK for making... These are literal dreams of mine, right? Being able to install baskets in a course somewhere in the country, being able to run events, being able to have signature discs shipped over from the States, all of these things that you guys, my community, and also Disc Golf UK and other sponsors and collaborations with people like Edge, raising the profile of disc golf in the UK, making it happen and letting some of my disc golf dreams come true. So including running tournaments and... hopefully one day installing a course. So yeah, I'm really happy. I'm really proud of you guys for joining in and being part of the community and having so many awesome contributions and coming to my events. Hopefully we can get some good attendances at the Berg onlys. And big shout out to Disc Golf UK for making some of these dreams come true. I'm really I'm almost getting emotional over it. So hopefully all that can happen. Would you look at that? I've used all my news up, and it's only been 25 minutes. So I need someone to come on the show and bail me out and talk about the upcoming Disc Golf Pro Tour event or something like that with me, because I need to do my Grip 6 Pick 6 picks. Talk about some of my news. Talk about the Berg only. Talk about the tournament I ran last weekend. Talk about the next Manchester tournament. Somebody drop a message in the chat and come on the show and talk to me. And if you don't want to, that's cool. I will just keep talking to myself, as I said before. But if anybody fancies it, put a message in the chat. And while I wait to see if anybody's going to do that, I'm going to bring up the Grip 6 Pick 6 because we need to discuss the latest Disc Golf Pro Tour event, of course. We've got Max saying, I'm here if you want to track Casterblast. I always want to chat Casterblast. Max, if you fancy it, I'll drop you a link. I'm pushing all the wrong buttons again, as I always do. If you want to pop on, Max, you've got the link now. So yeah, let's talk Grip 6 Pick 6 for the next event, which is a really exciting one. One of the coolest courses in the country, in the US. Of course, it's at De La Viega. We're on UDisc's website. Thanks to UDisc. They're really cool people. So the Santa Cruz Masters Cup at De La Viega. One of the coolest OG disc golf courses in the world. 2 meter rule in play. Rollaways on every hole. OB everywhere because of the trees, the 2 meter rule. Brings another little aspect. You're throwing it into the sky and crashing through trees and praying you don't get stuck. There's a lot more randomness and luck, you would think. But then I saw about the previous winners of the show, and it's absolutely crazy that Paul Macbeth and Ricky Wysocki, you'd think with so much randomness it would be distributed between a load more players, and they didn't win last year, but I think Garrett Gerthy won last year. But Paul Macbeth and Ricky Wysocki have won something like 8 out of the last 10 MPO on the MPO side, which is pretty ridiculous. Oh, I think we may have been joined by Max.
Hello there.
Hello, Max. Welcome to the show. He's even got his Ace shirt on. This is proper dedication to his sponsor right here.
Boom.
Boom! Look at that. Did he sneakily get changed in time for the show, Max, or did you have it ready?
No, well, I've got everything laid out because obviously we're off to NDO tomorrow. So yeah, I just quickly grabbed that, dashed over here.
Very nice. There we go. We've even got your name on the screen. Boom.
Oh, that is so fancy.
I know. Max, what do you think about all the news I just let everyone know about?
Oh, my mind has been blown multiple times over. Congratulations on the sort of pre-approval for the course. That's amazing news.
Nice. Yeah, it's really cool. Hopefully we can find somewhere who wants free baskets. I think we're probably going to be able to,
I've got a garden. You could just stick them all in there.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Basket.
I'm not sure Amanda and Arthur would appreciate the constant stream of visitors, but
well, yeah.
It would be pretty cool to have a home disc golf course. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh man, that is kind of the dream, right? Have a big plot of land.
I think everyone's got the same dream. Who's a disc golfer? Do a Derek Robbins, buy a piece of land and move into a flat looking over it and run your own disc golf course. That would be the dream. You're right.
Accidentally make one of the best in the UK.
I'm not sure there was anything accidental about it. Yeah, I think he
no.
meticulously planned and waited 30 years or whatever he actually did.
That's hard.
But yeah, no, very exciting.
Yeah, the Battenberg. I'm gutted that I'm busy that weekend. But that's going to be amazing.
Yeah, you'll have to make the next one.
100%. Sorry, Arthur is very confused. He's not gone to bed yet. And on the TV, this is on, so you can see me there and here. It's
so that's enough to blow the mind of a 2-year-old or however old Arthur is. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, no, that is going to be a really great day. Anyone that has either never tried a Berg, amazing opportunity to go and try it and just have a lot of fun. And for everyone that has tried a Berg, you'll really know how much fun it's going to be. Yeah,
I think it's going to be really unique because one disc rounds are always fun, but one disc rounds kind of rely on you having a disc that can do everything. And a Berg is a disc that can do some things very, very well, but I would not say it was a disc that could do everything. It's certainly going to be interesting on some of the holes we've got planned out because something else that I can tease here. So you will have seen, because I think you might have one, but there's the stamped disc that was produced for the longest berg, which was, I think it was 112 meters. Correct me if I'm wrong, but
no,
there's a signature Elias something disc for the longest berg throw. So we're gonna tribute that by making a hole that's that long.
Oh, I love that.
But it is a bit downhill. You've got a little bit of a drop off. But for some of our newer players, or even me, that is going to be two full power throws to get there. And it's going to be crazy to see if anybody can get anywhere near. But I somehow think that 112 maybe out of the reach of the Berg only event attendees.
I think we call it a par 5 and be done with it.
Yeah, you definitely can't get away with calling it a par 5. But I would, I think I'll strongly consider putting the word 4 on it. But the nice thing about it being an unsanctioned kind of fun event is that the par doesn't really matter. It's not
Yeah, exactly.
We're keeping score and trying to win, but not taking it too seriously.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So
I might even crack out the first run and bring it along.
Oh yeah. You'll have to send a representative to show it off, and we'll put it in a glass case or something.
Yeah, just hire a little bodyguard crew.
Yeah. I think that would be appropriate. So Max, what plastic is your favorite? What's your plastic of choice for a berg in your bag?
I bag a K1 and a K3. Typically K3 if I want it to go straight, and then as soon as it touches the ground, freeze. And K1 if I want a little bit more of a flight. A few times it saved me on like a really awkward, like pitching into the fairway, little flick forehand just to flex it around stuff. I bag both, but the K2 or K1 soft is, it's not a choice that I ever make.
Yeah, no, I really like the K1 soft actually, or the K2. Like I've got a couple of them and I really like them, but I just never really. I have problems with throwing it too short a lot.
Okay.
I try and commit to throwing it, and then I throw it too far. I've never really found the balance. Whereas with my K3 berg, I kind of know exactly how it flies, so I can judge it, and then I just put a new one in when it stops doing what I'm expecting.
Nice.
So I put a new one in like every 3 or 4 months or so, and I always have the same reliable K3 bergy flight that I expect. So like that. We've got Riank in chat saying, sorry if I butchered your name again. I never get that right. But he said he filmed a K2 Berg only round a month ago, and it's on his YouTube channel. So if anybody wants to preview the Berg only event, go check that out. And if you fancy flying over from the Netherlands and you're allowed into our country by then, come join us at the Berg only and show us how it's supposed to be done.
That would be cool.
Yeah, maybe one of the ones later in the year if we get to run a few more. We'll have some foreign castoplasters, and we can have a castoplast party. I know I'll be down for that. So Max, have you been following the Pro Tour at all? Are you up to date on Disc Golf Pro Tour?
It's a tricky one. I really enjoy tuning into the live coverage and casually sort of watching along, and then occasionally like catch up on Jomez as well. But I'm not one of these that's like super on it with the pick sixes and like following everyone's different storylines. So I'm a bit of a letdown on that front.
Sure. No, yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense. How do you feel about helping me with my pick six for this week, though?
I will be mostly useless, but 100% enthusiastic.
That is exactly what I want. Let's do it. Sorry about the awful cropping. I've done it on the fly, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work. You've got most of Max in half of a box. There we go. So yeah, Santa Cruz Masters Cup on the De La Viega course, as I was saying before Max joined. It's quite an interesting course because it's really technical. There's a lot of shots which, to me, it seems like the people who throw them best are the people who've done it for 15 years in a row. The trees always change, trees fall down, and bushes grow in places, and lines open up and stuff. But to me, the ones who do well in this are the ones who have done it over and over and over and over again. So yeah, let's have a little look at some of the picks. So I usually pick 3 from FPO and 3 from MPO. So I'm going to go to FPO first because it's going to be good. I'm going to pick first place, Paige Pierce. She is back from Hawaii. She looked back to her best at the women's championships. She played incredibly well. And really the only person who was able to hang with her properly was my second pick, Hayley King. It was a 2-horse race, and as far as I could tell, the others were struggling. Others were struggling a lot with it, but
she was getting caught up pretty hard though in that third round, right?
Yeah, I believe so. And there was a lot of talk about how the courses were too easy, but the scores actually seemed kind of normal for FPO. So I don't know if everybody simultaneously had an off week, or the courses weren't as easy as they thought, or what. But
I think everything looks easier when you're watching it on telly. Like, go there, throw the course, tell me that it looks easy, then, you know.
Yeah, no, I know. I wouldn't have been under par, but that's for sure. The ladies would have shown me up, but so when I've got 2 picks and I'm not 100% sure on the third one, what I generally like to do is I like to pick someone who I know from the show, or someone who I believe in from podcasting or anything like that. So it would be rude of me not to pick Zoe Andyke as my third pick. Zoe, obviously a friend of the show, and she's actually been playing pretty good, and she's in California, which isn't that far from where she lives. She's I feel good about my Zoe pick.
Yeah, I'd say so. She was shooting pretty well last week, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, she was on some coverage for a little bit, I think, which is cool to see. And then over on the men's side, we're gonna go. Oh, hello, Arthur.
No.
Team Junior member, welcome to the podcast.
Say hello.
Talk, baby, talk.
Good job, buddy.
Wow.
All right, cheers.
That was,
sorry about that.
No, that was fun.
I've
got a new record for my youngest guest on the show.
Whoa, it's gonna be you have to get Dale back. That'll beat it instantly.
Yeah, congrats to Dale on his new arrival.
Right, MPO, where are we?
MPO picks. Well, I'm going James Conrad to win. That's my bold call. I think it's time. I think he played absolutely fantastic in his last tournament. He was second. He had, I believe, his highest ever average rating across 3 rounds of a tournament. It was 1066 or 1065, which would be enough to win a lot of Pro Tour events. So De La Viega, much different course, but I feel like James fits there, has been there every year for the last 10 years and knows where to throw. Policy that I said before. So
that, and I think he's really getting dialed in with his new MVP bag.
I think he's getting there now. Yeah, now. It's cool to see. He's started to figure it out a bit. A bit more. I have no idea what the music is doing in my ears, so I'm gonna switch song. I was raving. So yeah, we've got James Conrad in first place, and then I'm gonna pick Calvin Heimberg.
Ooh.
He's had a few weeks in a row where he's not quite looked like himself, but I think he could bounce back this weekend. And I'm gonna fill out my picks with Ricky, highest rated player in the world. My favourite for Worlds at the moment, if he keeps playing how he is. Had a little bit of an off week last time they were out, but even an off week was still enough for top 4, I think. So not much of an off week.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ricky's quite good at disc golf.
I think that's probably the biggest understatement you'll ever make.
Potentially. So there we go. We've got Pierce, King, Andyke, Conrad, Heimberg, Wysocki. Save my picks. How many total strokes under par will the MPO and FPO champions score? Oh, that's quite hard. The problem I've got here is I don't know what the FPO tees are like, and I can't remember from previous years, which is usually swings this quite a lot, because if they've got shorter tees, then they score similar to the men, but if they've got longer tees, then they usually score sort of much closer to par. But I think I'm going to go FPO winner on -12 and MPO winner on -26, so that makes 38. save. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
So I've made my picks. Hopefully you guys have made your picks. And one week I'll do well enough on this to win something, and I will I'll end up with a grip 6 belt or something, and I'll be very happy. But that is yet to happen. Perfect. Well, Max, thank you for hopping on for a quick appearance. Shout out to Let's Castoplast mod Max, and he's giving his sponsor a little shout out in the thing as well. You go, if you're ever buying from Ace Disc Golf, use the code Max. What's the code?
It's Max-TA5KB.
There you go. Use that and get 5% off. I got 5% off the other day. It was quite good.
Oh yeah, just a nice little bonus. It gives back to us players as well if you use our codes. So certainly keep an eye out for everyone's codes if and when they post them up.
Yeah, I had a disc in my basket on Ace today, and I was hovering over the checkout button, and then I remembered I got my £10 Disc Golf UK voucher for second place in Manchester's latest tournament. So so I'm waiting for Disc Golf UK to put the discs on the website, and I'll pull the trigger.
Just order from Ace. You're fine.
And that was Max Humphreys, everybody. But no, seriously,
right,
Max.
Have a great evening. Thank you very much for the show, man.
Thanks for joining, and talk to you soon.
Have a good night.
See you later. There we go. We did have a guest. We had someone to talk to for a little bit. I got to collect my thoughts, talk to Max, and yeah, very excited for all the announcements I made earlier. So I think that's going to be it for the show tonight. I don't think we've got any more topics, anything I've missed, but that was really cool. Nice to talk to Max. Always good to chat with him. If you've got any ideas for what we should do with our James Conrad Edge bundle, then send me a message, put them in the chat. If you're excited to see who wins the Edge Wraith, this is an older run of Star Wraith as well with the old style sticker, so I know a lot of people are going to really want this. You can't enter. You're too late to enter because it's going to go to someone who bought a disc off the charity auction or someone who donated one. And if you're excited about the Berg Only event, news will be coming this weekend. If you're excited about registration for the next Manchester tournament, that will also be coming at some point soon, probably this weekend. And if you're excited about any of the other news I shared, like the MVP signature discs coming soon, let us know in the comments. And thanks to you guys for all checking it out. We'll be back with a guest. Next week's guest is already booked in. It's going to be Josh Birmingham. I know he's one of the most requested people we've ever had, so I'm excited to hang out with Josh, talk about his 1,000 rated rounds, and get his perspective on some things going on in the tournament, so in the UK tournament scene. So until next week, have a great week. Play some disc golf, and I'll see you soon. Cheers, guys.